MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. The Mech Tech Expo. Oh, wait, no, sorry, wait, old habits die hard. Hello and welcome to MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, the demo beta thing. I have tinkered around with this a little bit already. Now, I know that the game has some issues. You can find them on forums, on the official Discord, on the Reddit. So whether you want to call it a demo or a beta, it's probably a good thing they released this bit early because there are definitely some problems with the game that people are finding. That said, I haven't really encountered too much that has been an impediment to me. Granted, I've only spent about an hour in the game so far. But let's not worry too much about that right now. Let's just dive right in and see what this game is all about. Now in the demo build, you only have access to a few pre-built instant action scenarios. We'll start with beta defense. It's the lowest difficulty in the beta demo. Again, whatever. Nomenclature doesn't really matter in this case, I don't think. It recommends 220 tons. It's in the heavy snow, so heat shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll go through here and show you guys what some of our AI pilots are. Obviously, this guy is already a meme.
Finally! Got something for me, big boss?
We got something for you. Yeah, so we'll grab him and let's just...
You looking for a dedicated gunner?
Sure, why the hell not? Quickly, the way that this works, you've got different weapon slots of different weapon types, and it's all size-based. So these large energy slots can take any kind of energy weapon, from a small weapon all the way up to large, but a medium slot is restricted to small and medium weapons, and obviously a small slot, small weapons only. Duh. So what we'll do is we'll put a large weapon in here and then fill out the rest with just some medium lasers. I'm not going to take a deep dive into the numbers or anything quite yet. It is a demo. I'm assuming some of these values will change. I'm just kind of working off of MechWarrior Online knowledge, knowing that like there's some synergy between a large pulse laser. The range is pretty close, within 150 meters. Rate of fire is pretty close. So generally they're weapons that you can fire together and be pretty effective doing it. We'll throw an AC-10 on because it's in that same kind of range and rate of fire group. Go over here. There's a little toggle switch here to change from weapons to details. We'll throw on some ammo for our big boy. We'll throw on some heat sinks for our big boy, but also press the little max armor button. Make sure we've got some toughness built into this here mech. Up to 68.5 and see if that gets us what we want. 2 tons of ammo is probably plenty for an AC-10. From what I've seen, you've got ridiculous capacity in the ammo. Yeah, 2 tons gives you 80 shots with an AC-10, which even for an inaccurate AI pilot, I should think would be plenty to get you through a mission. So we'll just throw a couple more heat sinks on here. Take a little more armor out. Boosh, there you go. Okay, so that is a mech. Act 10, large pulse, few mediums. Go in here to the weapon group, make sure everything's set up the way you want it to be. Okay, so real quick, final build out for the Cataphract 1X is an AC-10, 4 medium lasers, and a large pulse laser. It brings us to 70 out of 70 tons with 2 tons of ammo, good for 80 shots, which should be more than enough. We've got 3 single heat sinks. Cooling is 1.3. I don't know if that's good or not. I guess we will find out. And you can't really, from what I've seen, you can't actually affect the engine sizes in this game. I'm assuming that's locked 2 variants. I don't know if that'll change in the final build or if that's just a demo thing. Tinkering around with engines and speed and stuff is definitely some of the fun of building out your mech, so I do hope you get some flexibility with this in the future. But for now, we are locked to 64.8 kilometers per hour in our Cataphract. Going to paint, obviously we did some. Hopefully in the final build you will be able to save your favorites or even lock in like a preset color scheme for your particular lance, your particular mech company, mercenary corps, whatever you want to call it. But for now, you literally have to copy a single color, go back out, go into your next mech, go to the paint, paste it in here, press enter, press apply, and then it will take effect. It's as obnoxious as it sounds, but you know, it's a demo, it's a beta. Hopefully things will change. Now for the 4SP, I've gone for a classic 4SP build that very few people are probably going to recognize. It's one from the MechWarrior Online beta, back when the only streaks you could bring were SRM2s, and also back when streaks were valuable because they automatically hone in on a center torso. I'm assuming that this build is not going to work very well in this game, but it's a whole new world, and we have no idea how the AI is going to perform. So I recreated it. You've got 4 pulses, 2 streak 2s, and a small laser in the face for a little bit of synergy with these medium pulse lasers. Again, based on rate of fire, range, all that good stuff. And we will just see how the AI gets on with that. We've thrown on a bunch of single heat sinks and 1 ton of ammo because 320 rounds should be plenty for these two missile weapons here. Good for 1.8 cooling heat per second, whatever that actually means, and the speed is locked in at 64.8, same as our heavy cataphract. So that is our hunchback. We'll see how that fellow works. I always had a fondness for the weird looking grasshopper, but I never got around to actually buying the Mjolnir in MechWarrior Online. It's the weird little grasshopper that actually has a ballistic. So why don't we take a Mjolnir and see what we can do with this fugly little jumping son of a gun. First, let me quickly apply my paint. I'll fast forward through this because, oh my god. Okay, there we go. We've got the Karita dragon breathing an umber flame all over my nice teal grasshopper. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes here. Let's actually build this son of a gun out. I've got PPC, large laser, 2 mediums, and a Gauss. I'm not sure that any of that is going to stay. Armor's max, or at least pretty close to it. I'll bring this up a bit, because you kind of have to. Let's strip this mech and see what we're working with here. So we've got 2 large energy slots, 2 mediums, we've got 4 jump jet slots. So thing to note about these jump jet slots, normally, like in MechWarrior Online and older games, you could still put whatever you wanted to here, but these are locked in as jump jet slots. You can't put ammo, you can't put heat sinks. Well, obviously you can't put double. You can't put ammo, you can't put heat sinks. It has to be jump jets. And heavy jump jets are heavy. Each one weighs a ton. So I'm going to strip that back to 2 for right now and see how that works. I know we'll want a double heat sink in the engine. Question is, what else do we want? 2 large pulse and some kind of a ballistic, a large ballistic slot. One of the new things here in MechWarrior 5, which I'm kind of excited about, are these burst fire weapons. You've actually got the standard single slug AC-20, but you've also got AC-20 burst fire. It fires sort of like the clan weapons do in MechWarrior Online. It just spits out a stream of heavily damaging projectiles, all of which add up to the same damage roughly that the base AC-20 would, 20 damage. But in this case, actually, the rate of fire and the damage is a little bit higher than what the AC-20 is. I think pulse lasers and a burst fire AC-20, you're gonna be getting some spread with this. Maybe a, but you know what? It's new stuff. I'm kind of interested to see how this new stuff works. So why don't we throw that on and see what happens? We'll need some ammo. Hide one in the head. How much AC-20 ammo do you get? 20 shots. Against the computer, 20 shots feels okay, doesn't it? Probably 40 total. That should be plenty in an AC-20. That's a lot of damage. How's our heat? 1.2. I have no idea if 1.2 is good or bad, but we can certainly throw a couple more heat sinks on here. We have the space, and still consider a couple medium lasers as backup weapons. Maybe a couple more heat sinks. 2 cooling. I don't know, man. Sounds good to me. Let's set up our weapon groups. So in the arms, we've got a large laser and an AC-20, and locked to the torso, we've got 3 lasers. Kind of a mess. Hopefully it's fun. That's the main thing. let's do something like this. We'll group the large pulse together, we'll group the medium lasers together, and then we'll fire the AC-20 on its own, and we can also arm lock so that everything is generally pretty accurate and locked in. And look, the speed of 64.8 matches perfectly, and we've got ourselves a mech. So there are 3 mechs. We're at 190 of 220 tons. I could add a little light pilot in. I could actually take a little bit more tonnage in these mechs, take a little heavier loadouts, but I don't really care to. I want to see how things work at 190. So we'll see how our regular pilots do.
At least it's not raining.
Hello, lovely.
Allied Command has detected incoming hostiles. Our primary objective is to protect this forward operating base. Pair bonuses are on the table if we prevent extensive damage to the facility. So stay frosty out there. Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Jump jet fuel low. Target acquired.
We've lost our wideband radio tower.
Okay. Oof. Good shooting Tex. Oh, it's because he's way out of range. Whoops. Let's see. Alright, well. Oh my god.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, I'm not so sure about this.
Target destroyed.
This burst fire
Target acquired.
AC-20, that is a lot of shells.
New target acquired.
You have to leave like a like a you-know-what.
Heat critical. Heat
Oof.
critical.
Apparently 2 heat per second is not good.
Heat
Or
critical.
whatever that inscrutable.
Critical.
Additional
Target
contact
destroyed.
just across the
Yeah.
perimeter,
Target
Commander.
acquired.
Expect company soon.
Heat critical. Target
Yeah, those large
destroyed.
pulse are heavy. Wow.
Target acquired.
Commander's target received.
Actually, F1 here to get my squad mates shooting. Boy, there is a little bit of a stutter that I'm having just every once in a while.
Heat critical. System offline.
Oh, there we go. Not a very dramatic shutdown sequence.
Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
On the commander's target.
Let's have my lancemates go get the other mech.
New target
I'll work on the small stuff.
Damage to the
Heat
facilities
critical.
is minor
New
at
target
the moment,
acquired.
Commander. But we cannot allow such damage to cascade. Do what you can
System
to draw the enemies
offline.
away
Oof.
from here.
Yeah, this is a bad build. Kind of wish I had tested this before launching because you're going to be seeing a lot of shutdowns here. I've done this mission once before, just not with this loadout,
Heat critical.
as you can probably tell. And yeah, you get quite a bit of
Heat critical. Heat critical. Target destroyed.
Yeah.
Target acquired. Heat critical. System offline.
Yep. Gonna be quite a few mechs coming at me here. This is only, I think, like the 2nd or 3rd wave. So yeah, we'll see.
Target acquired. Heat critical. System offline.
Alright, I think I'm gonna have to switch to like chain fire on those pulse.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
They've destroyed a supply
Because
warehouse.
it's just too hot.
Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Really?
Target
There you go.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Invalid target received, Commander.
Invalid tag received. What are you guys doing?
Focus the commander's target.
Target destroyed.
Definitely the worst luck I've had with my lancemates.
Target acquired.
Why don't you guys go deal with that?
Commander's target is now priority.
Yeah, yeah, there you go, there you go. How about you? You going too? No, we're just gonna hang out? Okay, great, we're just gonna hang out. Let's see, so the range on my large pulse is 365, so I'll make the long trek over here that these guys are currently unwilling to do. Quad AC2
Additional
helicopter.
setting an
This is
intercept
kind of
course
fun.
on your position.
Oh, there they are.
Target
Hello.
acquired.
Copy. Engage commander's target.
Target acquired.
I'd love to see my AI being a little bit more
Provisions
aggressive
warehouse has been destroyed.
and not just like humping me. I did tell them to go attack.
Try using that ammo against the enemy, huh?
And it doesn't seem to be happening right now.
New target acquired.
Maybe they just lost the target lock and couldn't figure out where to go.
This area has lost half of all its overall integrity.
New target
We need to turn this around.
Note to self, don't just like march through your own buildings that you're trying to protect.
Heat critical. Heat critical. Heat critical.
Oof.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. System
Oh my
offline.
goodness.
Equipment
Oh my goodness.
engaged.
Ugh. Right in the face. The spectacle of this is fantastic.
Target acquired. Heat critical. New target acquired.
Little help, folks. Little help.
Down.
Heat critical. Heat critical. Target destroyed.
No, I'm pretty sure that was me, but good job.
Heat critical.
We're on it, boss.
Critical. Ammo low.
The way I'm going through ammo in this AC-20 burst fire
Heat critical.
doesn't seem like actually it was enough. Maybe if I was a little more accurate.
Critical. System offline.
Did we get him? No, we sure didn't. Got one of his things, I think. Slow.
Target acquired.
Yep, one down.
Target
Next
destroyed.
There we go.
Heat critical. Target acquired.
Target down.
destroyed.
Okay.
Target acquired.
Damn it, warehouse destroyed.
I'm almost out of AC-20 ammo. I've lost a large pulse laser. My center torso is open.
Coordinated attack target
And we've
received.
left a Zeus alone in the base, just absolutely shredding this thing. But I do have a pretty fresh cataphract here in my lance. Barely has taken any damage. Kinda looks like it's barely dealt any damage. And I'm also not sure that it locked in my color scheme. I don't know, it looks pretty green, but maybe it is. I should probably not be the one out here taking this thing in the face. Oof.
Target destroyed.
More enemies
That was rude.
inbound. They're really
Oh.
outgunning for you, Commander.
Wow,
Watch
that
out.
was cool.
Acquired. New target acquired.
Alright, who do we have over here? I just saw like 8 mechs or something just pop in on my radar, but now they're all gone. Whoa.
They've blown up one of our warehouses.
Not sure what the dropship's doing. Yep, that needed to go. So yeah, note to self, if you're defending a base, don't just like march through it.
Target acquired.
Because you will damage it quite severely.
New target acquired.
Copy. Commander's target is our target.
New target acquired.
My God, they just
New
destroyed a
target
civilian
acquired.
structure.
Target
My
destroyed.
God.
Target acquired.
What were they thinking? Those monsters.
Enemy depleted.
Nope. We're out of our AC-20. That's not ideal.
Acquired.
Blast the large pulse. Our center torso's open. We've got about 3 heavy mechs just staring us down, and a little guy. Oh my God! Is MechWarrior online all over again? Just one little locust with machine guns just rattling away at my face. Ah! Some things never change. Oh, the humanity. What a way to die. What a way to die.
Target destroyed.
Well, he's down at least.
Target acquired.
Commander's target received.
Oh God, we killed the light. How to get rid of the big stuff.
Enemy forces are on the verge of overrunning this position, Commander.
Yeah, our base is at
We need to push
25%,
back with all
but
we have right now.
Target destroyed.
I'm also at 25%.
Target acquired.
Coordinated attack target received.
Damn it, warehouse destroyed.
Oh my God, it's 24%. Definitely not our best showing.
New target
What's your deal?
acquired.
Oh my God, he's just like laying into the base. So be it. Oh, that could have been everything. That could have been it.
Check for survivors.
Keep
Come on, medium
moving.
lasers. Oh, didn't get the kill.
Target destroyed.
Whew.
is mine.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. We've got one more kill. Oh my God, with a base that's like on its last legs, with me on my last
Commander's target is
legs,
now priority.
and I just walk through and destroy the base myself. Yep. Oh, oh, oh. Don't like that. Really need my cataphract to get in there, and hopefully the hunchback too. Can't wait to see the damage totals at the end of this match. One of the really cool things that I do like about this a lot is it tells you the kills that your teammates get, and also the amount of damage that they deal and the amount of damage that they take. So it really gives you a good breakdown of what your squad is doing, you know, which really helps. Oh shit. Half of his mech's gone. Oh, that's my base. Sorry, base. Oh, that's my base too. Oh. Come on, boys.
Destroyed.
Oh my God.
Destroyed.
Whew.
I'm showing no more enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
Oh my God. Damage taken. 439. Yeah, there was not much left of that grasshopper. Whew. On the bright side, though, as much as it didn't feel at times that my lancemates were doing a whole heck of a lot, 600 plus damage for both of them is honestly pretty good. In the 2 matches that I did prior to this recording, I had a Shadowhawk Grey Death with, I forget what build it was, but it must have been pretty solid because it was the only one of the 4 lancemates I had that was doing anything. And I think both of these guys just surpassed that in a single match. Didn't get that many kills, but at the same time, you know, that damage is alright. You can live with that. They're regular pilots, and you know, you kind of want to be the carry yourself, so that's okay. So I think we've got two pretty solid builds there. I think the next thing to do is probably a little bit of a tougher mission with a higher recommended tonnage amount. Maybe we'll change our build up a little bit, add an extra squad mate, maybe change their competency, go up from regular to veteran, something like that, and see if it affects how well they do in some of those mechs. But for now, that has been a first look at MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, the demo. Thanks for watching.